Video 2.
Before we start, give me a 3, 2, 1.
Cool.
1, 2, 3.
God damn it! Do you want to close that?
Is that not closed?
No.
Can you close that down?
Do you have the koozies?
Ooh, a quarter.
Down on your right side, there's a cozy on the ground that flew into the tree.
Damn it.
Who else needs one?
Damn it, Matt. I didn't even see it.
It's off to your right hand side.
Dennis.
Where?
What is it?
Matt, it's gone.
It's
Don't know the left and right.
Yes.
Where?
Alright.
This side.
Oh, I will. I use it to shoot every once in a while.
That sucks. You need to be on camera.
I'm repeating. Fucking give me all ink.
Do you have any of these for like the right there? Right. With the candles and everything. Yeah, it's like only this thing. Go ahead, Garrett. You can take a bite.
I don't want
No one's
any
gonna
of
tell anybody.
I'm not gonna even touch that.
Especially with
Take
the
a
mat
bite.
making it, you probably take a bite and
Yeah. It's got lemon powder on it.
It's just super sour.
Exactly. At that point,
You're
it's
like,
just
what
spoiled.
the
It just tastes like spoiled steak.
if Matt ever
It's like, bro, what are you talking about? I soaked it in acid for like 2 minutes. It's fine.
survive on rations, he'd be like, I need salt.
Oh my god.
I'm deficient in salt.
Matt, what do you add to your steak?
Lemon powder.
No, well, right now, that one is a little bit of soy sauce and some garlic salt, but it depends on what kind of steak I'm cooking. So this
A
one,
little bit of garlic salt, but you definitely.
I like a
have
really
little
rare
bit.
steak when I do soy sauce and garlic salt because I like the
that.
salt to complement the blood.
I do too.
But if I'm cooking like filet mignon or like a sirloin, I'll do like a butter, rosemary, sirloin.
Sirloin. Sirloin.
Sirloin you can
Sir
cook
Truth then.
anyway.
Sirloin.
Sirloin.
You don't-
Sirloin the fuck up.
Okay, good. So you don't like add some unnecessary seasonings to this. Ergo,
I mean, if I'm having a sirloin, sometimes I do.
Sirloin.
All right. Starting in 3, 2. Hi guys, welcome to Dungeon Dwellers Adventures. I'm Matthew Mitchell, your DM tonight, and we're going to be playing another episode of Eberron, Rising from the Last War. We're joined with Marco, Dylan, Greg, Tori, and Aaron. Let's get into the next episode. Alright guys, so as you remember from the recap, you are currently in the war room discussing plans with Merrick Stakhanith and his 2 generals. He introduced you guys earlier as Commander Rukbar and Mage Halen. These are the 2 generals that are standing behind him, if you look here on the map. Those 2 minis are representing the characters. And you are standing in a room that has workers that are working on potions and packaging them. And then there is a table that is projecting these little holographic images similar to like you see in Star Wars. These images are going over different areas of the Mournland, and you could see the two generals kind of pointing at it with Mahdi and Merrick's and Mahdi. Well, everyone is around right here. You're not here?
I'm there.
I would say everyone is around here. So I want you guys to kind of go back a couple minutes into our last game because you guys were discussing plans on how to find the Lord of Blades in the Mournland. I'm going to go back over with that so you guys get an idea of what your game plan is because we haven't played literally since last year. Merrick stands.
2026, by the way, by the makings of this video.
Merrick stands at the head of the war table, fingers resting lightly on the glass surface as maps of the Mournland ripple beneath his touch. He doesn't look at you right away. Two officers stand behind him. Merrick's. All right. Since secrets are officially dead, he glances over his shoulder, this is Commander Rukbar. Logistics, troop survivability, and the reason half my people are still alive. And Mage Haleen. Arcane, containment, Mournland exposure, and the person who tells me when something is about to explode. Both generals nod, measured and professional. Merrick's finally turns to the group. These are the ones I told you about, as he leans over to the generals. The ones who broke something ancient and lived long enough to regret it. Before anyone says prophecy, no, I don't believe in destiny. I believe in patterns. He taps the table, and icons flare. You see plague zones pop up in the Mournland. You see undead movements, Warforged advances, and it's kind of like he's scanning through, and he's going different parts over the Mournland on this table. You see General Rukbar, their Commander Rukbar, and Mage Haleen looking down. All of these points are a single coordinating force, as he taps on each significant portion of the map. The Lord of Blades isn't just a warlord anymore. He's a node. Something is feeding power through him. If you guys remember, you explained that Lord Soth is siphoning power through the rings that he gave to each of those individuals, the Lord of Blades being one of them. So, as preventative maintenance, we're going to be working with this group. You see both of the generals that kind of like nod and they're looking at you kind of hastily. We need to signal the Lord of Blades in order to get him out of the Mournland. We have three options. There's a bell tower that's located in the center. If we are able to ring that or destroy that, it would be able to make enough noise to draw him out because it's connected to a House Civis signal. Every Warforged in a 10-mile radius is going to hear it if we are able to do this. The next one is there's a dam on the north side. If you can break that dam, the flood will go through and it will force the Lord of Blades out of hiding. All the lower valley areas where the fortifications are will draw all of the Warforged up. The last one is the Warforged Colossus. He's hidden in the crevice. If we can get down there, we can detonate his core and create enough noise and eruption to cause the Lord of Blades to come out of hiding as well. I just want to know what you guys think is the best option, because I'm not going to supply troops if you guys aren't supporting it.
That second option, with the dam, does that put any innocent people in danger?
It doesn't put innocent people in danger, but it puts all of the relics in danger. If we release the dam, what's going to be released from that is not normal water. You see, it's been affected by the Mournland. What it is, it's magically infused, if you would say, an ichor. Anything that it touches will be permanently changed forever, and we will not be able to reverse this, and the magical effects are spontaneous and random. But if we are to open the dam, the likeliness of us taking out his forces is high. We just have to make sure that the right points are cleared out so the ichor can flow downriver.
You said relics. What are the significances of these relics?
The whole reason I've been hosting expeditions in the Mournland is to find the relics. You see, as the jewel of Corvair, Kyrie seems to have plenty of relics there. Magical, some even artifacts of artificers. So those are things that I've been trying to go back and forth and grab. But if we have to destroy them in order to find the Lord of Blades to secure this ring, then so be it. It's something that we must do. You see, Commander Rekbar, he leans in. You do understand. If you do this, our whole point and everything that we stood for in the missions of the Mournland will go to shit.
Well, hold your tongue. We don't want to destroy artifacts unless it's necessary to get his attention.
Listen to the pirate as he leans into Merrick's.
What was the third option again? Who do we fill up?
Colossus.
There's a Warforged Colossus that fell in the crevasse. If you look on your map, you can see the crevasse on the large part, the northern part of the Mournland.
Yeah, the glowing crevasse.
We would have to descend it. We would have to use ropes or an airship. And once we go down there, the magic radiation is off the charts. We have no idea what would happen. I know that my suits can contain most of the Mournland's magic, but I don't know what the crevasse.
Then it seems
So
like
that one seems like the most risk to us.
the most obvious one would be the
But
bell
the
tower.
less risk to anything else.
I
There's
like
a risk
that
about
plan.
the bell tower. Commander Halen, or Mage Halen comes in.
But the bell tower would
If you
bring an
like-
army coming after us.
It's not just an army, Marty. It will be the abominations that roam the Mournland, and every other Warforged, not just the Lord of Blades. We will have to be prepared for an assault. We will have to have defenses ready.
Well, anything we do to cause noise is going to draw them in.
Not exactly as Mary
There's the
comes in.
magic down.
You see, the dam will catch them off guard. It will flood all of their forces, but we will sacrifice great treasure and knowledge of Kyrie. If we do the Colossal Warforged, only shall the Lord of Blades and his group come out. You see, that explosion is going to come from a key point in the Mournland. If we do the bell, I feel that we must have our forces aligned properly. I can give you guys each a segment of troops to command around the bell tower, if that's necessary, if you wish to go with this option. If we are to go into the Warforged Colossus, I will only be able to send us down with one airship full of supplies and others.
So big boss fight, survival, or destruction.
I must tell you all,
I'm
in
leaning
order
on
to
the
get
destruction.
into the Mournland, we're going to have to land at a high point tower that House Kenneth has created. It was in works with House Civis, but was never completed before the morning. It rides right above the skyline. We can land our airship there, Marcelo, if you can get us there. Pilot us
My ship
properly.
can't.
What condition is your...
We will have to descend the
So
tower
proceed
to enter into the
my
Mournland
naval cannon that we
without
have.
attention.
you should see if they can do that.
Do you guys have any mechanics that could fix my artillery that I have damaged?
I can have this fixed easily. I'm sure Josh and me is already talking to our troops in the Mid Bay.
It's like, I would like that. The third option is very viable with my ship. As far as troops goes, how many are you willing to expend?
I have thousands here, but depending on where we're going is how many I'm willing to take. I do have only 24 suits available. So, some of the troops that we will be bringing will be remaining on ship for any kind of emergencies that we need to have dropped in. They will only be able to last a little more than an hour before magical effects take hold on their flesh.
Okay.
What kind of troops are we talking about, tier-wise?
I'm waiting for 150.
Tier-wise and armaments.
Armaments, they'll be armed with gas masks that can sustain them long enough
For the bell
into
tower.
the Mournland.
For the bell tower.
For the bell tower, I can give you only 24 troops. That's how many will be able to fit onto our ship. Oh wait, no, for the bell tower, my bad. I'm talking about the Colossus. For the bell tower, I can give you guys each a regiment of 24 troops. We can only bring one regiment down to the Colossus because any other airship that I bring down there, I cannot risk it being destroyed. That's why we'll be using yours, Marcelo.
Yes.
So
My
we,
ship is rated for at least 100 men plus.
so we each get 100 troops. I mean, sorry, 24 troops.
Yes, 24 troops.
Depending on the...
And armaments wise, what are we?
What do they got? What kind of weapons?
You know, what kind of weapons?
Well, we already discussed with Inox the weapons that she will be developing. Isn't that right, Inox?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. So, the weapons that we have Inox creating, she's creating rifles. She's been up all night already creating these rifles. You can see how she's They will be each armed with a mage cannon.
Yes.
What about close quarters?
They all have swords.
Long range?
The mage cannon.
What type of support can you provide from the air?
Well, that depends. How much noise are you trying to make? Because I'm not going to get an airship shot down.
Well, once they start coming, it won't matter.
Ballistas are pretty silent. We should keep it as that, unless we want to do Bombay door.
That's why I was going to rely on Captain Marcello here to fly us in, preferably with the captain of his skills. Money.
Well, depends on the situation we're going to do. Do you want to go in there silently, which doesn't make any which it wouldn't make sense to go in there loud, obviously. So being silent would be the more preferable option.
You see, Mage Halen goes over and he kind of like walks away from the conversation. Merrick's kind of nods to him and continues focusing on you guys.
This isn't no bombing an innocent village sort of situation, sort of thing, right?
Absolutely not.
And that we should not go in there loud and proud.
What do you guys know of the Mournland?
They mourn a lot.
That I haven't looted it yet, and I would like some money from it.
Mostly uninhabited. I would have figured.
And
It's inhabited by
radiation.
You see that
aberrations.
he goes over to his table and he brings up, he kind of like winds a little clock back, and you see like all the structures kind of like form back up, and you see that there's a before an explosion, and he's got a little temple in front of him.
Dang, trippy.
When the explosion happened, this is the source, and he points to the high temple right in Kyrie.
Oh, it's holographic.
It erupted from here, and you see it kind of explodes out, and it's like a foggy smoke with faces that are inclined into it, and it slowly glows on the ground and just fades out through all out of the Mournland. There's been no positive report of what this magic does. I've seen someone cast Fireball and 14 different things happen different times. I've lost over 300 men in the Mournland. I only send expeditions out if we are guaranteed results now. I haven't sent someone out in 2 years. And now that we're all going to be going out together, it'll be my first time there in 10. So, I really hope you guys are understanding what you're getting yourself into. I've seen someone cast Polymorph, bounce back, and turn them into a
I
coin.
don't want to do this option. To be honest, I don't want to go to the Mournland. I
It's
don't
all
want to go into the crevice.
It's all in the Mournland.
yeah, the crevice is
We
just
have to
a
go
hair.
to Mournland no matter
He
what.
looks
It
over the
depends
cushion.
on how we get into the Mournland.
The Lord of
That
Blades
really
hides
is
in the
not-
Mournland for this reason. He's unaffected as a Warforged.
Okay, well, the crevice seems like super dangerous.
Drop again is my favorite.
So the objective, is to blow up the bell tower.
You're going to get into the bell tower and you can blow it up, but you're also going to be able to blow it up through the Dragon Shard that's attached to it. You can overcharge it. It's going to send a signal out for about 30 seconds that will be so loud before it erupts that everything will hear it.
Yeah, so we're only going weapons hot after we have overloaded it. So it's either quick in, quick out. I mean, you can go prepared and we won't, if we go prepared, we won't be batting any eyelashes. Any, airships that come in or whatnot are not going to draw too much attention. They're not looking for us. But once...
I can assure you that the Lord of Blades does not own airships. He uses aerial units. We've had 3 airships taken down in the last 5 years while traveling the Mournland. These are Warforged that can fly themselves, whether it be boosters attached to their backs or their boots. And we've only seen 2 Titans, but they are in the southern region. We should not have to worry about them, and they are also aerial
Now, how hard is this
Fireball.
dam to build?
equipped. We will have to sneak into the dam. There is 2 patrols that we have monitored over there. He goes back to the dam on the screen. Each patrol consists of about 10 Warforged units. We know that there's one on the south side of the dam, and there's one on the east side. So,
On the east.
on the lower part, where they are, right below the dam, is where we would want to wash out the first patrol. On the east side, we would have
On the
to
east side.
eliminate them in order to get into the dam, set charges so we can destroy the south patrol.
Sounds a lot easier than the survival.
How sneaky do you think you are, Shifter?
Oh, I'm not sneaky.
Is that a napkin with stats?
He says, let's do it. I was gonna save it for when we find out what we're gonna do.
Alright, anyways.
I was like, alright, I written my notes. Let's do it.
If you guys, and Merrick looks down to you, or all of you, and he says, details on these missions. If we are going to go and get this Colossal Warforged core, I'm expecting mass casualties. But there is a small chance that once we detonate the core, we can time it just enough to where its secondary blast will happen maybe 2 to 3 minutes after. What if we were able to use that against the Lord of Blades?
Use the dam falling onto him.
Well, if we were to go into
No,
the
we want
crevice
him
and launch the
alive.
Colossal.
We need his information. We don't need him dead.
After
We need his ring.
if we break
Yeah,
the dam,
but we-
the Lord of
good luck trying
Blades
to
will
find
be
a ring in
forced
the-
out of
at the
hiding.
bottom of the river.
But we're going to have him in a group of other Warforged. We're going to have to start a war. There's going to be at least a couple hundred of them mixed
I
in.
don't want to fight them.
Unless
They're
the dam
already
takes out
pieces
all
of
the
shit.
major points.
What town is the tower located in?
I feel like I could take on one big
It's
guy
just a
or
local
10
town.
small guys.
In Kyrie.
Hello,
Nothing-
I
nothing
point to my
specific.
broken horn. I don't want to.
They have the location because it was a Civis tower that was built in with the Kenneth thing, but there's no significant. I don't have the name.
And how about the dam? Where's the dam located?
Don't have a location for your dam yet. We will give you the location once we.
It's really
hit
hard
the
to see in
mission.
Mournland because it's all.
We have to figure out which one we're going to pick, and then I can really give you that location.
All right, well, what if that factors into our decision-making process?
What
Do we have a
locations are you
map
interested
of the land before the bombs went off?
Yes.
in? You do not. Before the bombs went off, that is a current map of the bombs when they went off.
Yeah.
The one that
Okay.
you tested.
Well, living relic here.
Mournland?
Oh, you want to use you to reference the land? Okay, yeah, I
I
see
roll a
that.
history check. What are we doing here?
All right.
It's part of my backstory. I don't think
Somebody should know about the
So,
pre-Mournland.
Merrick's looks over to Sir Kill. So you're saying you can navigate the Mournland better than me?
Yeah, like the back of my own hand.
Guy doesn't pretend to be a liar, so I'm willing to believe him.
I've seen roads morph into mountainsides. I've seen trees form into wagons. I don't think the Mournland is anything than you remember, Paladin.
If it is what he says it is, then it may not be what you remember it to be. But if you know the layout, then that's good enough for me.
The
Marcel,
sun still rises in the east and sets in the west. We'll be all right.
you cannot see the sun in the Mournland.
I was about to say, can we see the sun?
I'm torn between
Clouds
these two.
cover the sky. You can't even see the sun now, Sir Kale, as he points outside of the Dwarven mine. It's been blocked out for 8 years.
Yes.
Crops have died. People have starved. Magic has gone dormant.
I didn't say if
Hide
you
in
could
the
see it.
remote,
I said
real
if it
fucked up
still
shit.
does what it does.
I can feel it.
I mean, your castles would still be there, right? That wouldn't get destroyed by magic. It was just being abandoned.
Could have been turned into something else.
I never touched Mournland.
I'm going. I'm casting my. I'm casting my straw for the tower.
To a vote, then. We have one for the tower.
I've one for dropping in on the top of the Mournland.
We're going in there either way.
Well,
Crevice
Doing the crevice.
Oh,
and the
No,
Colossus.
which mission?
Up the Colossus.
So let me remind you guys before you cast your votes.
That's the
The first
oh,
one.
that was a crevice?
Yeah.
Yeah, then that. Yeah,
Okay.
crevice.
I say a boss fight also. I think one giant colossus versus.
I feel like there's gonna be.
Well, we're
lots of
blowing
people
up the
around.
Colossus with the bomb. It's not a
It
boss
just depends
fight.
on if we know about it.
It's already dead, isn't
preemptively.
it? Basically.
The Colossus has collapsed. It fell in the crevice. We still get a life signal from it, though. We haven't done a
I was
report
gonna
on
say
it.
it hasn't
Oh, Lord.
any defense mechanisms.
Every other Colossus that has fallen in Kyrie has been fallen to the Mournland, and we do not understand how the core is not responding. This is the only core that is still responding, but it is also in the crevice, and we get our largest magical signals from the crevice in the Mournland. There's even rumors of people shape-shifting.
How
super burnt.
large of an explosion
Oh,
would we
conflicting.
have to try to escape from the crevice, basically?
Well, if we have an
How would we
airship,
escape the explosion?
if we have an airship on ready
Yeah.
for us to get out of there, within 2 minutes we can escape the explosion radius. But
Merrick's, where do you think
we can only make the
Lord of
timer for
Blades would
3.
come out of to see
Oh,
this crevice?
we go
So-
Bolton device.
What's going to happen is the same, similar to the bell tower.
do that.
When we trigger the Colossus
Do a
core,
Bolton.
What's that?
It's where we just basically leave. Just do we just lift off a balloon and just have my airship fly by, pick up the balloon through my anchor, and it'll tag us
Oh,
along.
like
Yeah, and just hook us on. That way, that 2 minutes just goes out the window. It will be less than, we'll be able to get out of that in like less than a minute if we time it just correctly.
Yeah, but I also see our balloon turning into a cow in the Mournland.
That's the only thing I can
also
do
see our balloon
because
turning into a cow.
it won't rely on any magic. It would just simply be a
That's why
rope.
we like the only protective
a
we have
balloon.
is the suits.
And if it goes high up enough out of the Mournland, then theoretically my airship could be able to just pick up the balloon and just pick it up out right there, right?
This is not a bad idea, pirate. I see why you survived the Lazar Principalities.
I make a success just getting way out of ship.
So, if we were to get down there, we would send your airship with only the 24 troops that I could supply.
Wait, we still have 2 voters.
We're looking at a casualty rate of over 40%.
That's fine. That's not bad.
It's not 100%.
If it was more than 50, then we would be worried. 40 is doable.
Marcelo's quick math. That's not all of us.
No, wait a minute. That means only the people that don't matter die.
We got plot armor.
Alright. So, you
No,
guys.
trust me, I don't have plot armor.
The other option, like I said, is breaking the dam. But if you break the dam, that magical ichor is going to flow through the land. And all of what we have reported, as he points to different dots on the map in the canyon, are the Warforged communes that they have created. Little like bases, almost like camps, if you will.
And you know civilians in these holdouts?
If there is, they're already forgotten. There's no use in saving them. There's no use in risking your life. You will not survive going into a Warforged camp by yourself. Or even with us. We cannot go directly into that camp. There's titans that roam each edge of the camp every hour.
They do keep slaves, do they?
Yes, they do.
Magical.
We want to preserve the relics anyways.
I mean, really, they're just his toys. Is he gonna let us have them after?
You see, the people of the Mournland that are stuck there, they are cursed. Their minds lost to magic. Some of them forming growths and abominations that would never be accepted back in the normal land of Corvair. They
Now,
are
if we save
near.
your relics, how many can you give to us?
This is not about receiving the relics. We are not going to.
Then let's destroy him.
We're putting this back to a boat?
So the dam, the bell tower, or the Warforged Colossus. You can either break the dam, bring the bell tower, or detonate the Colossus.
We're still with the bell tower and we could overload the dragon shard.
Still kind of with the
And we could exfil before the overload's complete or right after the overload's complete.
Everybody just comes
So
over
you
and
wish to
grabs
set
it.
defense?
What?
So if we were to attack the bell tower, we would set defenses around
All
the tower.
for the bell
so-
tower! Yay!
Defenses, traps.
All for the bell tower.
Mahdi,
Anybody raise their hand?
Bell tower?
you have 1 on bell tower, 2 on bell tower. Okay, now
3 on bell tower.
the dam. Oh, wait, do you vote bell tower or dam? Bell tower or dam, Tori?
Aaron, what did you vote?
Damn.
I'm going down.
Damn.
I got 2 dam, 2 bell tower.
Tori, you're the deciding vote.
You're deciding about
I mean, what does Merrick's have to vote in this?
Bell tower? Merrick's is letting you guys lead this because you guys have taken your time to prove to him that you guys are the chosen ones, and he is only
That's what the
going to
bell tower
fund
is.
this and make you guys
Yeah.
look cool and get through
Bell tower is surviving
We
zombie
do
guys.
look cool. I'll give you that.
Pretty
As far
good.
as planning goes,
I'll run that.
Oh, that's what I agreed to.
I'll run that.
Yep.
I didn't want to have to fight the.
Alright, so now that we picked the bell tower, what was
You
the
just want
plan
to
again
fight
for the bell
100 of the coolest
tower?
guys.
Well, no, they're much smaller.
Because I was going
Merrick's
full in with the
Weird
dam.
trouble on our ship.
You see, Merrick's zooms in onto this, like, it looks like this massive bell tower. It's kind of amalgamated. The tower is kind of like formed into the mountain. It looks like the ground is consuming this bell tower.
Cool. Bell
Let's
tower
do
is
it.
mountain. Kind of dope.
We're gonna have to navigate the streets of the town. You see the streets have changed and they've turned. Not even the Warforged reside in the town because of the magical encryption that is in these streets. They change. Buildings move. So do the roads. We'll have to use stealth. You see, the people or things or whatever you wish to call them that still reside in that town, abominations, if you will, are not friendly and they will attack. They range from 3 categories, 1 to 3, 3 being the worst, 1 being the least. This whole area is a category 3 abomination area. So we have to understand that anything that we go and kill, we must make sure we do it quietly so we not attract any other attention.
Fair.
We must secure our position into the bell tower. Then we should use either one of my artificers or you, Inox, to work onto the dragon shard. After you work onto the dragon shard, you shall power it up, and we shall have someone up top reconnect the main signal to the bell. After that happens, we will send an overloaded charge to the bell, cracking it in a loud psionic boom that all Warforged and anything within a 10-mile radius will hear, drawing them forth for food, being that there's nothing to consume here that is healthy.
It's like, oh, pork and beans again.
The bell sits on a 10-story tower. You can access it through the top by trying to drop in through airship, but there are abominations that could risk or compromise your airship, and that could be our only escape out of the Mournland unless you want to walk out of there on a 5-day travel.
Yeah, absolutely. Freaking not. Being our Fulton device.
Hold on.
We can land on the outskirts of the town, creep our way in, secure points for troop drop-off, then secure the tower, and commence the plan. That is what I recommend. But I understand that you are a tactician of the pirate Lazar principalities. What might you recommend?
In this situation, I'm still very much open to... Once we do what we need to do at the lighthouse, what is our cutoff time to getting out of there? What is response time?
No, we
I will be
defend the bell
supplying
tower
troops,
till the
and you will
Lord of
defend the bell tower until the Lord of Blades shows himself, and then we will slay him and take the ring.
So we will be staying there. We will be
Blades.
waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is our hardest front.
That's why I said it's survival.
How many? You have a grand mage here.
That
correct?
is not what I'm good at.
Other
I'm
than
good at
me.
running away.
Yes.
That has been my thing, and I've
We
always been
stay
good
and
at that.
fight like the 300.
Oh.
Rex is literally the most grand mage of House Kenneth.
I need to procure
And then Marcel's looking at you guys like,
5
wow,
scrolls
you guys
of
are...
Featherfall.
Whoa. You want to fight?
I can do you better than that. I can give you 5 rings
I'm a
of
barbarian.
Featherfall.
I can
Perfect.
stand fight.
On what
That's
accord?
kind of a thing.
My group will lead
It's okay, Marco. I'll defend you as much as I
Bell
can,
tower.
like I have all throughout these years.
Down in our armory here in this dwarven mine, we have a magical items secure area. There we have plenty of rings of featherfall, wands of fireball, staffs of ice wall, anything that you could use.
Wait a
Right.
minute.
Nick, stop it.
You guys have been
Stop it.
preparing for this fight for quite some time. Have you
6
not?
years
Okay,
it took us to build these
This
arcs.
is our town.
then it took me 6 years for you to think of any sort of munitions to drop from these said ships, right?
Munitions.
Yes.
Alright, so look,
Ordnance.
you have these 3 ships, right?
Bombs.
Each of them, what? Bombs?
Yes.
So each of these arcs are controlled by a storm elemental that mounts the front of these ships, and they are made to last up to 10 years without landing. Okay? If you want to ever try to get back onto these airships, you would have to fly above the skyline and then try to track one of them down and land on it because they're traveling at high speeds.
Okay. So if we're looking for an offensive plan, then
Mind you, all these airships are still docked at this base with you guys right now.
do they have bomb bay doors?
They do not, and they are not prepared for combat because there are civilians and officials living on those ships. They are not ready to be compromised in any way. The defenses on them are minimal. Their defense is to be out of sight, out of mind.
Well, they better learn quick.
No, it's fine. Like I said, ordnance, bombs? Do you have any of that back in your armory? Things like that.
I could fill your boat up to where it wouldn't even fly.
Okay, are you familiar with the term carpet bomber?
No.
Okay, so my ship actually has implementation to hold up to, don't quote me on this, but Josh and me knows the exact amount, up to 50 bombs.
Up to 50.
Up to 50
quote
bombs
from
that could
Sunday.
fit, that could just drop on immediate notice. If the Mournland won't physically
Didn't you say
alter these bombs, then they could drop onto the Lord of Blades' defense if they decide to get upset.
We would have to have a secure location on him and a time enough for you to fly in and not compromise that ship. If your ship gets destroyed or hurt in any way from a single bolt or blast after being seen by the Warforged, there's no way out of there. And if you think you can call in a bomb drop just in time to catch the Lord of Blades with no defense and no Titans watching by, and you think you can do it, then more power to you. But I can tell you, that's not going to work.
How
He's
would we
prepared
collect
for
the ring
anything.
after the bombs dropped?
Huh?
How would we talk to him and collect the ring after the bombs dropped?
These are the things if things go awry.
I don't think
just
we plan on
have this
talking
on
to
a
him,
sort
Marty.
of backup sort of notice. Yes, it will be hard to find the ring, but guess what? We don't have to fight him.
And that's when Merrick looks over to Marcelo. Can you explain the ring that this wizard had told you about? What is it exactly?
I didn't write that down. They did.
What? What was the question?
What does the ring look like?
What is the ring that is on the Lord of Blades?
It's one of the 3 rings to get this off.
I'm assuming it looks green.
Not wrong.
Like a little gem in it or something.
I'm assuming so, right? I don't want to make it. I don't make it.
I mean, if he was wearing multiple rings, I would probably just take all of them.
I mean, how many robots wear rings, dude? It's kind of like.
Well,
weird.
it has come to my knowledge that I do not see the Lord of Blades wearing a ring. I hope it is as easy as you have described, and it is just on his hand and not a cog inside his body.
Right, it's like metaphorical ring.
Ew.
That would be the worst case
Ew.
scenario.
Ew. Never mind.
A ring of binding. Maybe binding his soul to Soth. Have you accounted for this possibility?
No, of course not.
And what are we to do if we kill him and we do have no such ring?
Figure it out.
Well, it's one less scourge upon Eberron. That's one less. That's one thing.
Then I send Marcelo to search the rest of the Mournland for this ring.
Hey, more loot for me. Less loot for you.
And that's all just hope.
Maybe even do this episode.
I picture this
Yeah, let's send Marcel to the uncharted place where there's just natural treasure just lying around. All right.
Alright. So, the bell tower it is. I shall assemble a regiment of 24 troops for each of you.
We're splitting up.
I will give you guys a layout of the town as soon as we can get it fully schematicized and what is current with our rendition. So he's going to send something out to go reference that area, and he's going to give you guys a full-blown map. 24 troops each. Okay?
Send me Josh me and give me your armor.
Your crew, I highly recommend stage your crew on the boat.
Exactly why.
We need people going. It's going to be dropping us off and picking us back up.
I'm going to speak with my crew.
Now, it's going to be extremely crowded on Marcelo's ship. Extremely crowded. It's going to be, you're going to have all the bottom rows filled, you're going to have the top rows filled, and it's going to be a bunch of soldiers.
And they're not going to touch any of my shit. And they
I
do,
can
you
help.
better slice their hands off.
Didn't we steal that luggage ship too?
How can you help, Max?
What do we do with that ship that had all the storage in it?
No, you guys ended up taking everything off of it and transferring it over. The ship was already kind of messed up, and then there's like blood all over it. You guys
We can
decided.
sell for some money and we can split the
I
loot.
could conjure a boat.
Yes,
Like
if you
conjure a
conjure a boat and you try to fly through the Mournland smoke, what's going to happen when that spell
Oh, the magic. Yeah, the magic would be.
hits? As soon as it hits the smoke, how do you know it's not going to turn into a solid piece of stone and everyone's going to plummet to their death? How do you know it's not going to turn into a warp hole and dimensionally transport everyone into another magical dimension?
Wait a
Well,
minute.
we gotta try.
That's a risk you cannot take.
minute.
I have a spell focus.
We could
There's
load
no
it.
spell focus in the
Reload it.
Mournland.
Load it with TNT.
He
I don't
said
care how
fireball and
powerful
something
your
else.
spell book is, or your staff, or
We
your
could use
wand.
it, quote unquote, miss my turn.
I'm just imagining him. He'd be like, he's like, pulls out his sword, speak the truth, and then all of a sudden his sword turns into a snake. Ah!
Stop using my ship. That ship were to go
Well,
down.
either way, I need
Wow.
access to your magical armory.
I shall grant it to you in the morning. Until then, you shall be guarded in our dining quarters of the old dwarven mine. There you shall be protected, and in the morning we shall take our expedition to the next step.
I won't leave unless my
gra-
crew's with me.
What?
I won't leave unless my crew is with me.
Your crew already has full quarters in the bay with the boats. Your crew is already. So if you
So why didn't you just start with that sentence?
We established, so last game we established that your crew is at the dock and they're working on your ship, and we're repairing your ship from everything that happened from that last incursion with that trade ship and the Warforged where they crashed into you and whatnot.
Hurt.
You guys now
Someone jumped off the
can. I'm gonna go ahead and remove. Excuse me. Remove these three guys from here.
I look at this castle. Where's the bathroom in this thing?
As you look around the room, you guys notice that there is all the workers working on the potions and whatnot. So you guys have made your way into this old dwarven dining room. If you look here on the map, we'll be referencing this as the dining table, and we'll be referencing this area right here as the fire that you guys hear. It is late at night, and there is guards that are outside the door of your place.
What are they guarding us from?
The door is up there. They are making sure you guys don't roam the halls at night for unnecessary reasons.
Why?
Because they know that there is a mission at hand here, and you guys need to be secured, and if you guys are compromised, then the mission is compromised. That's how Merrick's taught them. But it's late at night. It's about 1 a.m. You guys have been up discussing different plans and ideas that you guys wish to go through. And with this time before this next part happens, I wanted you guys to kind of explain to each other your concerns of this next mission going into it. Merrick's is no longer in here, and there's no house cannon individuals. Those doors are completely shut, and you have your campfire, and you all have a long rest now. So you can go ahead and roll for your long rest. If you actually, everyone's basically at full health. The only person that's really not is Marcelo. So
What?
we'll just
Why-
put Marcelo.
why not?
Marcelo, we'll just put you at full health because you're only 10 points away.
Thank you.
Everyone's on an even playing field. Right now, it is free play while you're in the room. The fire crackles as you guys stare at each other through the darkness.
So a dedicated army regiment just to myself.
You're gonna
I
kill
will-
literally half of them just because you want to.
I
right?
will die to make sure none of these men lose their lives
You're gonna let all
under
of
my
them die.
command.
You're gonna let all of them die. I know you are.
No, I will sacrifice myself.
These people are expendable. You know that, right?
I'm expendable.
You have not been expendable since I picked you up on this ship.
That's the whole reason of my job, is that I'm more expendable than you.
No, everybody else has been expendable. That's why you're first mate. We're just arguing, just doing the same thing that we always do on the boat.
These are dedicated men that are willing to put their lives on the line for our group.
If they die, they will die. In the situation that we have, they will be the front lines.
What
of
is the
our
point of
campfire.
saving any random civilians if I can't even save the ones that I command?
I radio in to my crew. It was like, Josh, me? Is everyone okay?
You're also
Sleeping.
first mate.
It must be okay. I mean, you're assuming they're responding. It's late at night. You guys have been in that war room since about 12, just discussing plans back and forth with Merrick's, and then you guys have finally gotten back to this room, preparing to wind down. To describe the dining room that you're in, it's got a large stone table that was built by dwarves back during the Dakani Empire. These tunnels stretched so far deep into the mountain that House Kenneth had to block them off so people don't start wandering down them and get lost. These tunnels were made for confusion to get people lost if you didn't know what you were doing, because they knew people would seek out the dwarven treasures at this time. Though the Decani Empire soon went in and liberated this area for the goblins. As time passes, you guys, I'm going to just ask basically Sir Kale, Kush, and Inox, is there anything else you guys would like to communicate in this group about the mission at hand tomorrow morning? And to be clear with that mission, you guys are going to be getting in Marcelo's airship, flying into the Mournland, and trying to find the Lord of Blades by infiltrating a bell tower. This is your time to explain any kind of planning that you want to do before this happens, because when it starts happening, things are going to just start dominoing in.
So I guess we should obviously, like, maybe not obviously, but we should maybe make a barrier with our troops around the bell tower
I'm
in some way.
as I stated, my team will be infiltrating the bell tower by air. We're going to be using rings of featherfall, so if you guys hold the bottom, we can provide cover support from the top.
So he's going to be the one reattaching the bell.
I'm going to be writing this down for you guys, that way you guys can...
So we need a game plan, because he said that there's
Alright.
different parts of turning on this bell.
So,
There's
Doing
a
the power source at the bottom,
Dragon
turning
shard.
that on, and then someone needs to be at the top connecting it back to its power source. Isn't that right, Matthew?
There's a dragon
Yes.
shard at the bottom that powers it, and
Yep.
Matt said something about possibly overloading the dragon shard, and that might like make it explode. But you could also just
So
turn it on.
Merrick's idea is that he thinks is going to work is the bell tower has been decommissioned for a long time. It is not just a normal bell tower. It's powered by a dragon shard, and it works on like a magical signal, right? So it can trigger devices that are based on a timer. It can trigger old Warforged. It can send different signals out to Civis devices, Leander ships. It's just a massive technological signal that kind of just erupts from this bell tower. He is under the impression that you can go under there, overcharge that dragon shard, and cause such a massive signal that the Lord of Blades will be drawn to it. Everyone will be drawn to it in a 10-mile radius. And he's
Will
not
it
just...
explode?
What?
If we overcharge it?
If you overcharge it, yes, the idea is that it will explode eventually.
But that won't be a problem for my teams in the tower, because since each squad has a ring of featherfall, we can just...
But so we just wait for it to explode, we don't need to
Yeah, but
connect
we're
it to the
gonna
bell?
fall too.
You do need to connect it to the bell, Merrick.
Oh,
Can
so
you,
platform
can you
below.
explain that
Yeah,
to
to
me?
where...
Yes, so you guys
below defend it.
understand that.
Where's our exit strategy?
You will have to reconnect. It is an old structure that is no longer
like
working. You will have to reconnect the bell to the dragon shard.
It is our actual plan.
Is that understandable?
No, say that again.
You will have to reconnect that bell that's at the top of the tower to the dragon shard at the bottom. You have to get the engine working again, the whole system. And then once you get it
Just to
working,
get it to explode.
you're gonna once you connect
You
it,
could.
you're gonna crank that thing on full, and then you're gonna hold your positions and get on the ready, and it's gonna start going off, sending signals, pulsating. And as it starts sending out those signals, eventually it's gonna get to a point to where it gets on, like, and no one can deny the signal. Like, everyone's gonna hear it, and you're gonna have certain things roaming towards the town, whether it be abominations, warforged, anything that's picking up on that magical
Does-
signal.
I was gonna say, that was my next question. Do we have any known occupants of this bell tower?
No. So as of now, you guys know that that town is abandoned, and that there might be a couple like roaming, like abominations or the stage 3 abominations that we were talking about earlier, but nothing as far as other Warforged Titans or anything.
Inox, don't you have a weapon that runs off of dragon shards? So, as a failsafe, instead of messing with the dragon shard at the bottom, could we hypothetically introduce a dragon shard closer to the bell itself?
Depending on what kind of dragon shard it is.
Do we have a map with this region?
Merrick's is working on one tonight as you speak. He's sending out recons in order to get that.
That would be my next thing.
Yeah.
Because where we can drop off, that'd be the next thing where it's safe for us to unload and reload. I could already, from there, I could think of a secondary exit plan if things go awry. Marksmanship is pretty good, and we also have the flutterflies if things get hairy. We also can commission them to get a third flutterfly that can hold the bigger ones, but that may hold in the cargo bay. We may not be able to do cargo bombs if we want to do that as far as offensive. Your call if you want to hold more troops. I feel like that may be a good call, actually, now that I say that out loud.
Kush.
Yeah.
As you hear Marcel talking to Sir Kale,
Mm-hmm.
you get this itch in the back of your neck.
Thought you said bitch.
You think it's the rash,
Uh-huh.
but you notice it's your mark.
Uh-huh. Oh.
It's
Oh,
warm.
shit. And so I look around to anyone else to see if anyone else is doing it.
You don't see anyone.
Nobody else
You
is-
see that they're engaged in conversation. Inox, what are you doing in the room right now?
Oh, I'm actually carving sigils into a large pipe.
Yeah, my two flutterflies.
Lord have mercy.
What are you doing?
Okay. I was like,
You asked.
I'm making an arcane firearm.
Alright, cool. Awesome.
So I'm looking at their mark, not like what they're doing.
Oh, you look
Is
them
other
up.
marks doing anything?
No, their marks aren't doing anything,
Okay,
but
so
yours
he
is
gets
warm
one.
right now. It's like, it's not like totally itchy, it's like kind of like a warm, like you
Okay.
Something
feel
you
it.
want to keep to yourself or to the group.
No, yeah, no. I mean, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I guess.
Alright, Madi, what are you doing in the room right now?
I am giving myself a pep talk and trying to practice leader speeches. All right, so we're gonna go in there and we're gonna say, "You're not the Lord of Blades, you're the Lord of Bitches."
Where are you talking this into a wall, a mirror or something?
Yeah, a mirror.
A mirror in there?
If there's any reflection,
There's an
you're gonna
old
put a
broken
water on the
mirror
ground.
from the dining room. It's like a quarter of the mirror, and there's like 14 of you in the
Rick.
cracks of it.
or even a
Do you want
spoon.
me
I'm just
to
like,
have Bob's my Bombay door, or would you want me to transfer that and put a third flutterfly that can hold a 6-person boat?
I think because like the exfil is going to be
so
one
pretty
thing,
established
but we
that I'm
have-
going to be the one at the bottom.
It depends on how many people do you want to bring in, because he has his troops, I have my troops, but they need an exfil plan. My flutterflies are
Right,
good, but I only
The
two of
fire.
them can only hold
As you're
3.
talking, you guys notice that the fire begins to crackle down, and it kind of just begins to go away. Darkness falls upon the room. The eerie silence of the Takani temple kind of seeps into your guys' ears as your conversation. You guys just notice that it's kind of strange. The fire was just perfectly held a second ago. And at that moment, all of you begin to get a warm sensation on the back of your necks.
Oh crap.
Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun.
As you get this warm sensation on the back of your necks, you,
Can I make a reaction to that?
yeah, you can.
I want to knock on the door to let the guards know, hey, something bad's probably going to happen right now.
As you knock on the door, you notice that there is a purple reverberation as soon as your knuckles hit the door.
Oh, guys, we're fucked.
And the fire, it relights, and as it relights, it's purple.
Oh, purple fire, not good. Purple fire, not
I
good.
put my hand on the fire.
You put your hand in the fire, you notice it's
Anything?
cold.
Okay, that's not normal. It's cold.
You look at the fire, and the fire begins
It's
to
also purple.
Well, that's fine. No, that's magic fire, but it's not her.
As it intensifies, there's
When's the
a
last time we saw purple fire?
a draw towards it. You guys notice that it's kind of like something, maybe something's happening around the fire. Do any of you guys want to take a moment and explain what you're doing? As you see this fire growing, it's like a purple hue, and you notice that there's kind of a film over each of the doors, and it's like a purple, like smoke magic stuff, like a magic of the smoke.
I pull up my Kopesh blades.
Mahdi braces himself.
Same. Yeah, I get like behind something if I can.
Where are you positioned? What are you looking at?
Where's the fire at?
The corner of the room where Kush and Kale are already looking. I mean, where Inox and Kale are
Let me
looking.
get the fuck behind me. Wait, it's over here?
Yep,
Oh,
in the
okay,
corner,
well, I'm gonna
yep.
get behind this thing. Over here.
I prop up against the wall and I cross my arms.
Gosh, your arms.
Yeah, I prop up against the wall and cross my arms like I normally do.
Oh my god.
That's all like in pirates, man.
Why don't you just do that in the fire so you look cool?
Because it's not big enough.
Sir Kale?
What are you talking about? Spread it almost across the room.
It's like,
Nothing?
I do the normal thing where I just jump up there, but I can't.
As it
I'm
happens,
obstructed.
all of your eyes begin to glow purple, each of you. As
Anyways,
they're all
I
start
started
glowing-
flashing.
Oh, dude, your eyes are purple. Oh, shit, your eyes are purple.
They all start looking at each other.
No, wait, man, your eyes are purple too.
There's an eerie essence in the room. And you look at the end of the table. Mahdi, in front of you, you see a man
Oh, my God.
in purple armor
Picture.
with a purple cape and his Lord Soth, and he's sitting.
Oh, man, not you again.
I slice at him.
No, hold on.
So is he tired?
No. As you look at him, he has his helmet on, an old bucket-style knight helmet engraved with symbols of Kyrie. And through the helmet, please do not rise. And he lifts a gauntleted finger. The pressure in the room makes standing feel almost impolite. Mahdi, you are still behind him, and you're under the impression that he does not see you. He's made eye contact with all of you through his helmet. Purple flames come from the torch that is in his on his side on the chair. He's got red eyes glowing. I did not come to fight you. If I'd wished you dead, you'd already be echoes in the stone beneath this mountain.
Can I lead out there?
As you say that, he looks over his shoulder, and you see that he sees you at this
With my
purple.
blade pressed against his chair.
You notice that he takes the dagger from the side and he puts it on the table.
I grab the dagger.
Oh, you're still behind him. He then puts his hand at each side of the helmet and removes it, and then he sets it on the table. It makes no sound when it goes there. He looks around at the doors and the boarded passages, and then he starts to look at the stone where the fireplace is. You chose an interesting refuge. Dakani stone, built to confuse fate, to bury futures that would not die. You see a faint smile fall on this scarred, undead face. He looks like he was a man of beauty. He's a very chiseled kind of jaw, a couple scars, his eyes white, a pale skin, missing hair in different areas. As a faint smile falls upon his face, they would have hated you. As he looks at the stone, you have no idea what the goblins endured through people of your kind. 8 years. He looks at each of you in turn. When his gaze lingers, your mark burns on the back of your neck. 8 years since you broke my chains. 8 years since the world began to remember what it cost to survive. Do you know why I did not come for you sooner? He pauses and looks at all of you.
Take it, baby.
We may unleash you sooner.
He looks back at Mahdi again, and you see that he kind of clenches his left hand in his gauntlet. Because you were not ready. And because neither was I. You believed you found meaning. You believed you found the mark was a curse. You believed the visions were madness. He sits back, or he leans back, he pushes his chair out. They were preparation. He stands. I have walked through this world longer than your nations have had names. I have had seen empires rot from hope alone. And I learned far too late that the world does not end because of monsters. It ends because of hesitation. He looks at Mahdi.
I'm the only one that wanted to act.
Look outside these walls. As he looks at Sir Kale. The sun is gone. The sick whisper to unseen eyes as he looks at Kush. The dead march because the living begged them to, as he looks at Marcella. Steel rises against flesh. because flesh abandons steel, as he looks at Inox. I did not command these things. I merely made them consistent. His tone shifts. You see that he's more of a stern form as he walks to the side of the table and he starts to drag his hand. He starts walking towards Kush. You, however, are unique. He's behind you now.
Oh, I faced him.
You facing him?
Yeah, no, I turned to face him.
You can tell that there's an ethereal presence here,
Mhm.
that combat would almost be unnecessary.
Mhm.
And you can kind of see through him almost as an illusion. The prophecy does not allow me to finish this without you. You are not witness. You are not victims. You are authors. He puts his hand on the table next to you. And you see a marked flare in his eyes. Every vision you endured, every innocent you struck while seeing my face, every moment you woke unsure whether you were still yourselves, was the future asking a question, and now finally you have decided to answer. He stands up, right, as he continues walking, now towards Inox. You march into the Mournland, believing you hunt the Lord of Blades. You believe breaking my rings will weaken me. You believe saving lives will tip the scales. Perhaps. But understand this before you choose your next steps, as he looks at Kale. If you fail, the world will not remember you as villains. It will remember you as necessary. If you succeed, as he goes back towards the table, towards Helmet, he grabs it. The darkness will not thank you. It will resist. And rest well on shacklers, as all of the marks burn on the back of your necks. I need everyone you to roll a 1d4.
What are we rolling for?
Damn it.
3, 4.
2.
Alright. Tori, what'd you get?
2.
Kush, you got a 4.
Yeah.
Kale, you got a 3. Marcelo got a 3. Mighty got a 2. As the burn sears the back of your neck, you notice that the fire grows larger as he's about to walk into it, and he turns to you. The mountain is not as lone as you think. We will speak again. As he leaves,
Whoa!
as he leaves,
It's like when the rave's over.
Right.
Alright, everybody leave.
the fire goes back down to normal, and you notice that time has elapsed and sunset is happening. Your night's sleep was
Not good.
no, like this whole vision had passed through your night's sleep. Now
That was a shit night's sleep.
you guys hear an alarm going off. As the alarm starts, it seems from outside the dwarven walls, and you can hear voices and people screaming, "Get to the gates, Aldrin! Ride the axe!" And as you hear all of this, you can only think, what did he mean by, the mountain is not alone? You go to the door, and the door is, you're allowed to open the door now. There's no purple spell on it.
I get I get my sanding stone and I tap it on the wall. Josh me. Hello.
Josh, I'm just coming, and he goes to you. All the gods are freaking out, Captain.
She's like, stand by. Where are you at?
I'm in the main bay with the other ships, just
Oh.
below the Ox.
Oh, wait. Guys, we gotta get to my crew.
As you open the door, you see that the one guard is there, standing stone, and the guard looks at you guys, looks down the hallway, looks at you guys again, and then shakes his head and starts running.
I
Let's quickly.
approach
Following the
myself
guard.
to the other guard that's still in there. Just like, quick, to the bay doors where the ships are at. Where are they docked?
You're talking to Josh?
To that other
Oh,
guard.
to the other guard, you go in there, and he's like, I can take you, but I really shouldn't. I'm supposed to guard you here. You're not supposed to leave until
I
Merrick's
don't give a shit what
reports."
you're not allowed to do. Just take me there.
And as you notice, he looks up and then he gets a signal on his sending stone. You know, she's like nodding his head. He's obviously receiving some information, and he says, "Make your way down to the west quarters. I need to go." And he starts walking through the room.
All right, fine.
As he walks through you guys, he starts going this way.
I stop him. No, I stop him.
I don't care. I make
Stop.
my way to the west quarter.
Stop him.
Yeah, what the hell is going on?
Well, if I hear it right, we're being sieged. There's an attack. This has never happened. We have a high secure mine. There's something is coming up from the mountain, from the floor, by the thousands.
I start running after where the other guard went.
You start running after that. As you start running out, the signal increases. It gets larger. As the signal gets larger, you guys notice that all the scientists start packaging up the potions. You notice that the suits are people start jumping into those radioactive suits, and they start running all around, and can't really get a bead on what's going on exactly, except for something is sieging the base.
Where's the magical armory?
I need to make my way to the docking bay.
You
All right,
go to the
so
Go to the armory.
we have the armory, we have the docking bay,
We have the fight.
and we have the fight.
I need to get to my crew. They're my priority.
Oh, damn it.
So,
We'll be there.
Wow!
We'll be there in death, guys.
for the sake of the game, it'll be smoother to roleplay this than it will be to map this. So, the armory, is in the lower level. You have not received word from Merrick's to Kenneth. Everyone is running around, freaking out. Well, yeah. So, you guys can either make your way with Marcelo or make your way with Sir Kale. But do you guys three have an option of what you wish to do in this moment? You just know that the mountain is being sieged. You don't know exactly what. You see other Kenneth officials running by you occasionally, and they're talking into their sending stones. You're able to catch some word of, "We're unable to stop them. They're attacking main points."
Do I know my way around here?
You do not know your way around here. This is a dwarven
Oh,
mine.
shit, that's right.
I don't even know where I'm at. What the fuck?
Can I roll for a history check?
Absolutely.
Since I was
Thank
in
you.
Kyrie beforehand and the mountains of, what are they? Mountains of whatever. What do you want me to roll?
All right, so right now, you can do a history check to see what you know about these mines, these dwarven mines from the Dakani Empire.
Okay. 16.
Oh, you know.
Plus 1. So 17.
So you know of the old wards. You look around these walls, and you see that there's these wards that are inscribed on the walls, and they are still working. And they fight against the undead and evil forces. So, you're thinking in your head two things. One, the traps and the corridors could trigger once the enemies eventually get to where you guys are hiding. And two, can you use that to your advantage, or is that going to get you killed?
Okay, that's what I know.
Yep. And you know that all of these halls have different inscription, and where Kenneth has built hallway doors to block things from going deeper, you notice that the inscriptions go deeper in. The deeper you go into the mountain, the more treacherous it gets.
We're talking about just to get to the fucking docks or the armory?
No. That's if this is, he just learned this about the whole place.
Jesus.
Yeah. So to get to the armory
Worse.
or the dock, basically what you learned about this now is if something evil is running around these mines, things are going to start triggering.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, okay. We're safe.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Cool. I want to cast Detect Good and Evil, and I want to use Extended Spell. So that's a one casting. I detect a aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. I also know if there is a place or object within range that has been magically consecrated or desecrated.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
And that's
So
gonna
that works
last-
out perfect because you can already migrate these tunnels with that.
Right now it's going to be up to 20 minutes because I used the extended spell.
So we have Marcelo and Sir Kale. We have two groups that are in this mine. One is going to make their way to the ship, and one is going to make their way to the armory.
I don't know. He didn't tell me everything that was in it. I was begging for that asshole to tell me everything that was in the...
Now, some things to take into consideration might be, where is Merrick to Kenneth and what is he doing in this situation? Another thing is, how are the arcs doing that are parked outside? And
That's more or less where my...
how big is this onslaught that is happening? You guys don't have a visual yet, but you notice everyone has been running outside of the Dwarven mine. Who is going with Marcelo?
I have to follow the boss. He's gonna kill himself.
I haven't done that yet.
Because I've been there every time.
No. Fine. All right, come on.
Ace
All right.
Tori can go with, or well, I can go with, Coach can go with Sir Kale to the armory. And if Inox would like to join us, he could come.
Wait, where's everyone else going?
They're going to the ship.
Shit.
We're going to the fight.
Oh, shit.
Most likely. If there was going to be a fight, it would be by
My
the
dog's
docking
in the
bay, right?
ship, So
Okay.
I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
see. I mean, I'm sure he's fine.
If there was an
I mean,
offensive
there
attack
might
that
be
you
stuff
don't
that he
want,
needs
like
you
the
to look at
troops
though,
to
because you're the artificer
necessarily
Oh.
get away
He's going to
with
an armory.
their ships.
of
Right?
magic stuff.
Ah.
It's like, this isn't
The
the
only magic
Geneva
I know is, like,
Convention.
what-
The
But-
Red Cross is going to make them get away with it.
But just in case he picks up a staff, that makes him like sign some contract.
All right, Miss Matthews. Actually, that's way too upbeat for this situation. I use reliable
I should have
talent.
learned from my perfect example.
Reliable talent?
Yes, I like to.
Hopefully.
It says me to go to the West Corridor, right? Yep, this is still really confusing. It's like going through the airport that you've never been to. Kind of thing like that. He says, go west. I'm like, okay. It says west over there, and it also says west over there. Alright, I'm going that way. I'm going west, but there's also a bunch of corridors, right?
Yes, there is.
Okay, he's reliable talent. I can go. If I get lower than a 9, it's treated as a 10.
Okay.
8, it's a 10.
So you're able to make your way through these corridors, and you know that you kind of see when you guys are walking through the potion area, and then when you were walking by the suits, you got back on track, and you're down in the main hall. You can go this way, and you can get out to where your ship is by entering where that microphone
Okay, as I'm walking down that way, I look at the rest of the group who still hasn't made the decision, and we're like, if you guys are following me, you're not. Cool if you are. Follow me.
As that happens, you kind of glance back and you see that there is 7 suits left for the Mournland, and you see that there's officials tapping into each of the suits. They're typing codes and arcane symbols, and the suits are opening out, and then they're starting to don their gear and start donning these suits.
Tap on one of the scientists. It's like, is any of those made for a tiefling?
They're made for all beings. Your horns will be fine with a tiefling-based helmet or any horn-based helmet. It modifies. It's an artificer's helmet. But he's all like, but there's not going to be one for you. You don't have the credentials. And then you see that he takes a little freaking slab, like a similar to a sending stone, and he plugs it into the board, and he opens up the suit in front of him. As he opens up the suit in front of him, you see he starts taking off his jacket and getting ready to put it on, along with the other Kenneth officials.
Hold on. Mr. Matthew.
What are you gonna do?
As he uses like his credentials, I stop it as he's about to put his hand on another to pass the scan. I just grab his wrist
Okay.
and I use bad reputation. And I just look at him. I just stare at him. You know, my demon eyes just pierce through him. I don't look at him. I just look past him. Look at his soul. Look at like how much of a desk jockey that you are, and how much you are just a white collar piece of shit, and that I could kill you right here, right now. And actually, I could probably get away with it because everybody right here, right now, is probably going to die, and people won't know.
All right.
And I just intimidate the shit out of him.
It works. You see him back down, and he says, "You have no idea what you're getting yourself into if I see you again, Marcelo." And he runs off. And you see the other official fully suit up, and he puts on the helmet, kind of locks in, and the eyes, and they go blue. And he's got this old kind of style trench armor, and he says, "You dare challenge a Kenneth official for their right to survival?" And then he goes to charge you, Marcelo.
Hey, let's go, baby! I'm having a good day.
So before that happens, you see Madi. You're watching this happen. You watch Marcelo try to take this suit from this one dude, intimidate him, and then you watch his friend just watch it go down, just like you did. And this time, as the friend was watching, he was suiting up into the armor, and then he waited for the dude to run away. And now he's approaching Marcelo. What are you doing, Madi?
Well, I have to take a reaction and jump in.
What do you do? How's this reaction?
Oh, I just straight up like, Mr. President, no!
As you run to go dive in front, you see that you kind of push down the arm of the Kenneth soldier, and he's looking at you and he says, "I don't have time for this." And he starts to run after the other Kenneth.
Here. I
It's
need
gonna go
that
over
suit.
to Sir Kale, Inox, and Kush. You guys, Sir Kale, which way are you guys going? You know that Merrick's told you it's down low.
Get low.
Your lower staircase is going to be down in this area.
Yeah, well, towards the lower staircase then.
Vominos.
Vominos, Hermanos.
So you're going this way.
Yeah, but remember, I know. I got that. I literally got that sixth sense.
As
right
you
now.
guys start walking, you guys notice that
that
it's more
dog.
cleared out. There's not so many more people running around you guys. These quarters are already empty. You notice that people have up and gone. There's all the containers that had the potions and cures. All the other tube suits are empty. Everything kind of seems empty and eerie. You guys are backtracking into where everyone is running out front.
Sick.
But you guys notice you come across a House Civis device. And on the House Civis device, it shows a hologram of Merrick Buchanan. But the audio is not there. But he seems to be reporting something, pointing out in the little vision inscription. If you walk up, you can hear the audio. Are you going to trigger it?
Yeah, let's go walk up.
That sounds like noise we don't need to make.
You turn on. There's this device.
Yeah, I did.
You turn it on. "We have undead coming from all sides of the mountain. I've already relieved myself with our main ship. Meet us at the Mournland gates. And if you can find any of the so-called chosen ones, hopefully the prophecy is true and they will meet us there too. I wish you all the best of luck." And then it scans out and it starts repeating.
I keep walking.
So Merrick has already left after he heard about the zombie incursion happening on the
Nothing
mountain.
to worry about, I guess.
Jesus Christ.
Teleport.
We'll follow up with him.
Alright, Kush and Inox,
Yes.
you just gonna follow Sir Kel, or do you want to do anything in this moment? In this room, you kind of noticed a high-ceilinged old dwarven mine. There's that house service device. There's some old bunks and chests that look like they've been rampaged through quickly. You notice that there's a lot of common goods that were left behind. Books, sentimental items, the pillows and blankets and everything kind of just looked like people just woke up randomly and threw armor on, basically left.
No. I think we're pretty good here.
As this happens, you guys start to hear these strange screeches coming from outside. They
Outside
seem echoing just outside from outside of the Dwarven mines, where all the commotion is coming from. You hear large commotion, people screaming. You hear fire happening, blasts, magical attacks. And it's gonna go to Marcelo and Madi.
Right, so then we continue on to the docks.
As you get to the docks, you guys come to the main, like it's like a cliffside, right? So you come up, there's these large dwarven pillars, and then drops like 20 feet, and it goes to the docks. You have to walk down a staircase that's 20 feet down to get out there. But you have this overview.
Is that
You can
POS
see-
with the gas mask still going down there too?
You can see the 3 arcs, and you notice at the far right arc, one of the pillars that was like holding it in place before it launched is being overran by zombies of the Emerald Claw.
No.
And they are climbing up, but not only are they climbing up, you notice that they're ripping away at the bandages that are holding up the arc. You notice that some are attacking the cargo that are on the dock bays and not the people, and they're bashing it and throwing the food around. They're also throwing a lot of the magical items around. It seems like a tactical assault almost by the zombies, but you also notice that a lot of them are jumping into the windows of the arcs, of that first arc, and they're trying to crawl and attack the people that are inside. The first arc is compromised. The second 2 arcs have 2 Warforged Titans that are still controlled by manual control that are on top, that House Cannon people are operating, and they're able to blast off a lot of the flood of these zombies. And they're coming by the thousands.
Who's in charge of those Titans?
Titans, there's one official on top, so it's a manual controlled override Titan. So normally the Warforged Titans were self-controlled by themselves, or they had their own sentience. Now they manually overrode this by having a Cannith official on top that operates it, and you see one that is shooting blades out, like similar to a machine gun, like these 6-inch like diamond blades, or just not steel blades, just shooting all of them. And then you have other ones that are shooting flamethrowers, burning these zombies. And they are able to sustain the protection of these 2 entrances on the other 2 arcs. But the far right one is where the main horde is coming from, and it has compromised the first arc.
My ship?
Your ship is below the other 2 arcs on the bottom lower bays because your ships are so tiny, and they're on the cliffside. So the zombies have not gotten to the lower ships yet to compromise those docks. They have compromised the main dock up top with the 3 main arcs. Then you have the lower docks of the mountain that have the other airships.
Okay.
And those have not been compromised yet.
Well, I use my thieves' camp, which is also basically my pirate lingo, to just basically tell them to drop anchor and just let go. Kind of tell them if they don't listen to me, that's fine. But I just tell them to do it, and I go back to
Telling Josh me?
No, to the other arcs that are like defending themselves.
And the arc is so massive that you cannot even.
They can't even look.
You
at
can't
me,
even look at you. Like
It's
this
like trying to yell at someone
I'm an
from on
ant.
the Titanic
Yeah, literally.
while you're in a lifeboat.
Yeah, we're like.
It's like I
There's survivors out there!
Everyone's like, I'm getting you mauled.
if there is a bowsman or anybody who knows like any sort of lingo, then they would know my jargon to know to drop bay.
All those guys are on hand right now with
Fighting,
crossbows, trying to make sure nothing happens.
They're hopeless. Like we gotta get going.
All right, it's gonna go to Madi. You ran out there. Are you just defending him in this run? So let me get this straight. Are you just running down the staircase to this dock to get to your ship?
Well, as I saw that, and I saw that they were like getting overrun on the right side, and I see the other ones defending themselves, so I make an attempt to just say, just drop it, just get out of here, sort of thing like that. I'm not gonna go defend their ship. I'm gonna go.
No. I'm talking about as you get this visual, you have a stairwell on your left-hand side that goes 20 feet down to that same dock where those 3 arcs are, and about 400 feet out to the right is that main ship that's already being overran. The other 2 ships are in front of you.
Yeah.
Right.
They can't see me. They're just too busy, huh?
So, with that being said, you're going down to go to your ship, right? So you have to go to the left-hand side.
If they can see me doing my jargon to let them know, sure.
Madi literally watches you do this stuff, and he's all like...
They can't, huh?
So I think the best option is to split, and you have Josh and me already able to pilot your ship.
Yes.
So I should try to help one of the arcs take off, and you should try to help the other arc take off.
Sounds good. Let's go. Josh me. Get everybody on board. Start weighing anchor. Get it on there.
Already heading aside. Got everyone on shore.
All right,
We're going to the Mournland.
all right, let's get going.
So I take the second arc.
So, in order for you guys to go and take this arc, you guys go down to the dock, and you see that there's each 2 large staircases that go up to the dock, and you guys are going to have to separate at that point. We're going to switch over to Sir
You
Kale,
want to take
Inox,
the one
and
that's
Kush.
closer to the zombies, or the one that's furthest for the zombies?
I'll take the second one.
You said we heard screeching.
The
So,
closest
you know,
one.
The
that
closest one?
screeching that
Alright,
you
I'll take
heard
the
was
first one.
all the craziness happening outside. Like, you can hear that the zombies' screams are getting louder outside. And the back of your heads, Inox, Kush, is you don't want to get trapped inside a rat maze with a horde of zombies. You know, but you guys are almost enough to the lower staircase. I'm going to give it to Sir Kale. You guys are all standing in this room. You just heard that little beacon of Merrick's, and you guys can see that down the way there is an old sword template from the Doran Empire, and you can imagine that's probably where they put the weapon storage.
Leave.
Oh.
Exfiltration.
You mean my
DM is going to exit for a second,
Yeah.
grabbing some
Oh, okay.
Yes, please. One.
We could do that, but I think we were trying to help too.
Yeah, he was talking about getting trapped by a horde of zombies.
Oh yeah. No, we wouldn't. Yeah, we would have it.
If potato.
So these carriers are way bigger than my ship.
These things dwarf your ship. So picture, like your ship is tiny compared to this. They are so
It's like an
massive.
arc.
It is an arc. That's why they call it.
The
So you know
whole
why they're called the
thing
arcs?
So like
Aerial
if it's
rescue
getting
centers. That's why the arcs, and they can hold up to 5,000 people, and they have Merrick's choice of history and people that are on the arcs. And his new version of the future basically is sustained on these arcs.
They're Airbuses, right? They're
They
not
don't,
like
they don't have to
offensive.
land for up to 10 years. That's how he bound
God.
such large elementals to these arcs.
Beautiful.
If you want to get
Feat of
another
engineering.
a vision of what this arc, remember, so these are the
You
arcs.
showed me in that one photo.
So,
I didn't get a good representation how
so
big
this is
it
your
is.
ship right here.
Yeah, like
coming
I'm
in,
looking
like,
at the side of it, but
you guys
still.
coming up. You guys are in a far distance, and each of these are Titanic-sized ships.
I'm imagining that little crevice right there. Like you'd be able to park your ship and it'd still be looking like a small boat. Like
These are massive elementals right here, in each of those blue ones, that he has took a long time to save them for these massive projects.
I mean, yeah, actually, now that you put it, there's like, how many layers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Not to mention the magical space and corridors that isn't accounted for that you
It's
can
a
enlarge.
9 layer.
and
I'm
enlarge.
only a 3 layer. Yeah, damn, that's a fucking big ass ship.
But like I said, this first arc over here is getting overran. Zombies are coming.
So that one's gone. Yeah.
No, it's slowly becoming gone. So only the beam, and they're fighting him off. They're slowly fighting him off.
They're gone.
No hope.
No, they'll probably just be late.
They could try to listen to my jargon and tell them to drop, but I don't think they're going to listen because they're too busy fighting.
Well, the thing is, in order for these ships to take off, the elementals have to be unbound from the chains that are holding them at the dock.
Okay, well, that's our job. We
And
gotta let
you
them know.
notice that there's
Dropping.
people that are going to do that. There's other Kenneth officials. But let's get back to Sir Kale, Inox, and Kush
Yeah,
down
you
here
guys.
in the lab.
Your turn.
You guys see the hallway that goes down to the staircase to the lower areas where his magical vault is.
Full send.
You see Sir Kale, he just fucking keeps on.
We follow.
Naruto run.
Follow forth.
As you guys track down, you guys come to a stairwell, it's a spiral stairwell, and there is a gate. And this gate is a 2-panel gate, and it has a large gold lock with a House Kenneth symbol on it.
Is it a wrought iron gate?
It is, but it looks like it's the gate itself
bars,
looks
right?
like it's made from Dwarven gating, but the lock on it is House Kenneth. So these gates have already been installed by the doors back in the Dwarven or during the Decani Empire, and they're very heavy duty. But the lock that is binding the gates is House Kenneth.
But they're wrought iron.
No, it is like Dwarven iron.
But it's like
Yeah. Yes. what would you like to do? You guys are staring at this gate, and you can see not too far behind it there is old cells, and each cell seems to be stacked with items in boxes in each cell.
Oh, great. Well, how do we get past this gate, Sir Kale?
I cast Misty Step.
What does that do?
I can transport 30 spaces anywhere to where I can see.
How about your items?
What do you mean items? Yeah, like everything.
Everything on you?
I am transported.
Okay.
Teleportation.
How many times can you cast that? Is it cantrip or is it for level 1?
It's a bonus action level 2 spell.
Level 2 spell.
Yeah.
I'm going to minus that from you, okay?
I will take one away.
You cast Misty Step. Do you want to explain how that works? No, you don't have to describe it as a player. Like, tell me how the spell works in the vision of the game.
Well,
I like night color.
Kush looked over at me and said, "How are we going to get through this?" And I looked at him. I looked over to the other side, and then just
I was like, oh, okay, well, shit, I can't do that.
So you see Sir Carol's essence kind of like fade into a light misty fog, and the color is still there. And then through that, you see something that quickly jolts through the gate to the point where he wanted to be, and you see the fog kind of swirl away in a mist.
Mm-hmm.
As it swirls away in a mist, you see it reaccumulates where Sir Carol wants to be on the other side of the gate.
Can I add to that?
Yeah.
I also use a cantrip to cast
Prestidigitation.
prestidigitation to make a key ring, like just a full key ring, and then I toss it through the wrought iron gate.
All right, perfect. You're able to make this key ring. You toss it through the raw iron gate to Kush, I'm assuming.
I said, what, you expect me to go through all these keys and see if one works?
I'll get started.
You
figure that
notice
out.
that
I was like, why couldn't you do that without doing Misty?
the house Kenneth lock has the symbol of the bowl blowing steam on it, and it's a circular lock.
Uh-huh.
Underneath the bowl's nostrils, the mouth slit opens, and there is a keyhole.
Okay. I look at the key ring. How many keys are on this thing?
There's about 50 keys on
50
it.
fucking keys.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's a thick key.
Can I roll to try to get like the first key?
You can, but Inox, do you hear what's going on here?
Wait. Miss Engineer.
He's trying to open a house Kenneth lock
Oh.
with a prestidigitated
Oh,
key
would you
ring.
like me to take this for you, actually?
If you can.
I'm
yeah.
already
You see
doing
how
it. You're taking it to him. I'm going through.
I mean,
Matt, I'm going through the first room
I
already.
picked these locks before.
Yeah, as you go through
sure.
the first room, you notice.
I mean, unless you want to do it that way. I mean, if you want to have some fun, I
No, I
guess.
have a lot more faith in you.
Okay. All right. Well, this was gonna get interesting, but.
So Tori will have an advantage on picking this lock because she is of House Kenneth. So do you have anything else that's going to help you on pickpocketing?
I mean, she can look at my keys.
Well, I mean.
He literally pulled these out of thin air and said, "Hey, maybe these will work."
Wait a second. Where did you get those?
Prestidigitation.
Oh.
So they're basically not even real.
Oh well, then if they weren't, then I don't. You don't need
Just
to
hold me up.
for you.
Well, we don't know. We just made a random set of keys.
50
Oh.
of 50 keys.
Oh well, then we're not doing that then.
Meanwhile, I'm already looting the first room.
Okay.
As you go into the first
All right,
room,
all right. So I like.
Such a team
I like
player.
take like this like special like thing out of my toolkit and I start like I look at it and I start picking and do I at least recognize
You
some of
recognize these old locks. These the same locks that the families would put on their warforged like barns and sheds that they would
Okay.
keep them in. You're able to get an advantage on this. I need you to roll 2d20s. You have to get higher than a 10, and you have the intelligence modifier plus your proficiency that you can add to this.
it? Oh wait,
One counts, the other
wait,
no.
step on. Oh, there's the bag. That's okay.
Okay, you got 12. So you're
12 and then plus 5.
good.
You're
That's
able
fine.
to easily pick this lock. The Merrick's you're actually around when these locks first came out when Merrick's was sending them out. As you
all you gotta
open
do is this. You just hit the bowl on the nose.
it opens up, you see the first cell
Yeah.
is full of wands of fireball, and it's got boxes and crates, and it says, created by House Cannith, and it says the date it was created, who it was issued to, and this first cell is filled with hundreds of these, but each box is sealed by a little candle lock.
Oh my gosh. More locks. Is there anything that's not locked anymore?
Just like crack my knuckles.
Well, what kind of boxes?
They are about 2 inches wide, about 2 inches in depth, and about 12 inches in length. They are wooden, and they have a metal band that is around it with a little loop, and then a circular Cannith lock right on the front.
Fantastic. Yeah.
And you notice, as you notice how the box is packaged, you see that every cell is filled with backstock packaging of what magical items were going to be shipped out through the land of Corvair from House Cannith. You see, House Cannith reveals their items and relieves them at periodic times just so they can make income for the house. They don't overstock, and they keep a very... Or they don't overstock the shelves of others.
Shut up.
I'll go to the bathroom so you can tell your secrets.
Yeah.
Alright, you keep your secrets.
Right now, he's
Maybe we
going.
can each keep like
All right.
honest.
Right.
What are you gonna do?
Oh well, we have an exfil plan. We have a plan.
Where are you going? How are you gonna leave?
Well, the last resort is using his staff of home.
Okay. Ooh. Where's
and
your
then
own?
I'm not sure if he has a teleportation circle at his bastion, but we could possibly also do that. I also
Is
don't
Bastion on my boat?
No,
It's not on your boat.
he has his own bastion. But if I don't know
No, I'm
also
just
how his
wondering,
staff
Greg,
works. If we can go
when
to
you
where
go
we
into your
want to go,
staff, does your
then
staff
we
go
can meet
into
up at
itself?
that place or on
No,
your boat.
you know,
If it's
actually, I don't
if it's
think-
out of the way,
I
then
don't know
fuck
So
you.
if
about
zombies like, pick up your
No,
staff,
but the place
like,
that Merrick said,
What's gonna happen to
the
it?
gates of the morning.
Yeah.
I don't know
We're
if
gonna
I
go
can
there
actually
anyway.
take my
Also,
stuff
we're
with me
gonna
or not.
take all the shit that we find
And
and we're
actually
gonna
talk to
put
Matt
it through
about
this
that.
portal.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make a
Just because
pile
we've only
in the
used your
hallway,
bastion in,
and
like,
we're
secure
gonna,
areas,
like,
right?
throw all that loot. I mean, the wands of fireball are not cheap.
But I mean, you guys are gonna have to catch up to us anyways. So.
Okay.
and nobody tell him, because once we start getting to the good stuff, but it's super heavy. Like, all right, I think I can do one at a time.
What?
How are you
Yep.
guys gonna actually get to the Mournland?
If he has a teleportation at circle at his bastion, we can do that.
But you're just gonna teleport to where? Didn't you have a plan? on
Hi. Were you just ear to the door that whole time?
No.
Matt, I forgot to ask you this about my staff of home. Am I able to take my staff in the portal with me?
No, you gotta go ask Nate.
The portal.
So no, you know how they all teleport into his staff?
Mm-hmm.
Where does his staff go?
So, you're not totally sure of that location. Khadgar has that information,
Mm-hmm.
and you know that it is somewhere in a mountainside.
Wait, what?
No, but does
No.
when they teleport into the staff, does the staff just drop on the ground?
No, the staff hovers. It hovers in place.
Okay, but it stays where you guys
Yes,
teleported.
exactly.
Well, I thought it made like a portal or something.
That's why I was like, if he was going to go in and then he could grab his staff and then bring his staff into his own.
And
No,
you're saying,
it's not a portal.
And you're saying I
No.
don't know where it goes.
Oh, yeah.
You know it goes to a location
Mhm.
Wait.
where there's an abode that is no longer filled because Garrett is not there. Khadgar no longer lives there.
This is a little bit of retconning, because earlier we used the staff of home with the nobles to go to his home. That's
Yes.
where we set up to his home
Oh,
to set up.
You
his
want to go back to Shrine?
devices.
Well, no, I thought this is where my staff of home went.
Yeah,
His
it went back.
home.
It does go back to. Okay, so it does go back to your home. Oh, my bad. I thought you were going back to either way. If you want to go back to Sharn, I mean, yeah, you can.
Well, I don't think that's what we were saying either.
Oh, he's saying
Wait,
it like that
you're-
because Sharn just fell.
No, your old home.
Yeah.
Yes, he has a home in Sharn. That's where it was, and he has like a what was it? It was like a warehouse, right?
My like Bastion, yeah,
He has a warehouse,
got a
yeah.
bunch of stuff.
Sharn currently is overrun in shambles. He could probably get to his warehouse without causing attention by going into his staff.
Right.
But I would be extremely quiet while you're there, so you don't end up with a zombie horde at your door.
In your yeah.
Yes.
In
I
your
was
Bastion,
under
you
the
have it.
impression right now that you were going to go back to Khadgar's home.
I love your picture. Kush's Bastion.
He's like, we're going to dip out of here.
We're thinking about it. Need the head, dude.
So the answer is no. I don't have teleportation system on my Bastion.
In his staff of
No,
home,
laboratory.
the only place he can go is home, and then back to the place that he teleported from.
Yep. It's often used best with the bodyguard to protect the staff.
And I can maybe make one in my laboratory.
That might take time.
You can make what in your laboratory?
Don't worry about it.
What?
Yeah.
Sorry, Marco, help me.
Let's take our chances with these rooms.
Oh my gosh.
What? Are we gonna try and find a teleportation circle?
No, you guys are going to try to heist this place and take all the magical items and put them into Kush's house?
You gave too much away with the staff of home.
He's the one who asked about it.
You brought it up
I
first.
just wanted to make sure.
I didn't
but
talk
now
to
I learned a bunch of
Matt
things
about
I didn't
it.
know,
He-
so
I
I'm
talked to
glad
Greg
I
about it.
asked, But what are you looking at my stuff for?
Oh, sorry.
I'm just kidding.
Meanwhile, Kush is just rifling through his bag of holdings.
I go into the second. They're here. I toss a bunch of that stuff out into the hallway, and I go into the second room. They're coming. They picked the lock. And
Yeah, we're
coming
in here, so I'm going in too. And yeah, we're starting to pile. We're putting a pile of stuff in the middle of the room.
The second cell, you notice, is filled with a bunch of kind of little boxes, little tiny boxes that are like 2 inch by 2 inch, and they have those little seals on them. You're not really exactly sure, but then it says, for the City of Towers, from House Kenneth. What's the first thing that you can assume from this box?
Grenades.
It's about this big. It says, for the City of Towers. If you guys remember, what is issued in this, and when you got to Sharn, that they were selling right when you got off the dock.
Not sending stones. The walkie-talkie things he uses.
They're selling rings of feather falling.
Oh.
They sell them in Sharn because people often fall off the high towers,
Oh, smart.
and they also land on different plateaus and bridges and whatnot. This room is filled with a couple thousand of these rings.
Little boxes.
Little boxes. Each one's about this big. It's a ring box, but each one still bears that little golden bowl seal on it from House Kenneth.
Nice.
Well, I toss about 2 dozen into the hallway.
You pile those out in the hallway. You pile up the wands of fireball into the hallway.
Same thing, about 2 dozen. Greg, are you going into the same room as me, or are you going to a different?
Well, I'm as you throw the stuff out into the pile or out in the hallway, I'm like putting it in a pile. Get ready.
Inox,
What's up?
what are you doing?
What am I doing?
We're searching rooms for goodies.
Oh.
And then
Word.
after that,
Alright,
they're
I
just
shall do the same.
So the chains are holding the elementals down.
I'm in the hallway.
You're in the hallway.
Yeah,
So you have to get those chains out
putting
first.
it in a.
Oh, okay.
If we divide, we can probably search the rooms
Medicate up
faster.
there and find
Okay.
some people.
You notice that there's about 6 cells in this room.
And
3 on each side.
focusing to open them.
He's raided the first 2. There's 1 more down the hall, and there's 3 more on the opposite side.
I'll take the one more down the hall.
We're able to go in there, and you notice that this room is filled with boxes, and each one you open is healing potions. There's about 3 healing potions in each one. There's a couple hundred boxes in the cell.
Thank you.
She was just so taken back by those healing potions.
Yes.
But there's no seal on these boxes. It's just
nice.
they're fully open.
Oh.
That's lit.
But each box is very large. Okay, you'd have to lift like 1 box. Is, you know, and
How
each
much is
healing
one
potion is
box?
about this big.
One's in each box. There's 3. You said?
3 in each box. Healing potion similar to the one you see here.
Well, we've got like a couple boxes.
Alright, cool.
Oh, no. It's big.
Okay. Cool, thanks.
So, how many boxes are you taking?
Let's say like 6.
Mhm.
Put 6 in the hallway.
All right. Take the 6 boxes.
I'm going into the next room.
Going into the next room. So these 6 boxes that you're able to get. So you have your stuff at home open. Or are they putting these fucking boxes
I'm
in
putting them in a pile.
in a pile?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
And then we're just gonna like teleport them all.
As you go to open the next room, you hear a screech that echoes down the halls as if something has entered somewhere into the mine. And you notice that these screams started getting louder, and you hear multiple. And they're coming from that main door where you guys came in. You can only
Did you
assume
close
now.
the gate?
Close what gate?
Inox, did you close the gate?
Huh?
Did anyone tell them to close the gate?
There's undead on the loose. You usually close the gate.
As this happens, we're going to go back to Mahdi and Marcelo. You guys notice that there has been a strong, steady flood that have fully consumed the left side of one of the main entrances into the mine. And it is over, like, on this side behind here, and they're all flooded in. They're going down into the mines now. You notice that there's Kenneth officials that are decompressing all of the lines or fighting off others, and you see the first 2 arcs start to take off.
Alright, no, I think we should take what we have right now and just.
I just start
I'm
thinking
already
really
in that,
hard.
I'm
like,
already in that last room.
Kush, if you can hear this, you guys are fucked.
Thinking to the fucking Kalistar.
just thinking to myself.
You're able
if you
to
can read
catch
my thoughts.
like a frequent signal because he stressed it so hard, even though he's not psychonically available. You even still caught it. Just, you're fucked, man.
I'm like, if I could send you a mental image right now, thousands.
Since I made it to that last room, can I at least see what's inside of it?
Yes.
Because that takes.
You,
just
you
a
are
second.
in there, and you notice that you open it up, and it's a bunch of boxes of House Kenneth uniforms.
Damn it.
Just fucking uniforms.
Well, they have to have armor and uniforms for their
You
soldiers.
said armors or uniforms?
Armor, but it's medium.
Let's get out of here.
He's like, that's not armor.
I take all the stuff that's in the pile already and I teleport to my home.
All right, so you open, or so for example, you tell me how you activate your staff in this room. There's 6 cells, and you can hear screams coming from down the halls.
I mean, I just take it and I like stab it onto the ground, and then it starts to like do some magical like glowy stuff, and then it starts to levitate, and then
As it starts to hover.
then me and then all the stuff around me teleport into the stuff.
All right, so to be exact, just because for the sake of how you have to steal stuff in the game, the portal opens right next to the stuff, and you have to transfer the shit over.
Okay.
But the zombies, they don't get down to you. You're able to successfully transfer the stuff over. But when the portal opens, do you all go in it, all 3 of you?
Oh, hold on. Before we do that, I'm gonna steal a Kenneth soldier armor for myself.
Okay, going back to your roots, huh? What about you? You want to set a Kenneth armor again? Because she doesn't wear armor. You?
I mean,
You have the most royal form.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand to close that fucking gate.
So you close the cell gate.
Not the cell I'm in. The hallway gate.
The
that was
hallway gate to
protecting
the
all of
cells.
them.
Yeah. As you close that gate, do you walk into the staff as well?
Are we trapped in here?
No, I want to see what's in the last room.
In the last room, so you notice that the staff is hovering behind you. Kush and Inox, did you guys go into the staff?
I mean, might as well let you guys know.
No, I just want to know. It's a complete open choice.
Well, I mean, I didn't plan to. I was just gonna put this stuff in there.
All right, so you can do that. The portal stays open as long as you need it to, because you control the staff.
Yes.
So the portal could just be open. You guys can be all like hanging out in the one room and then walking in and then being in this whole other point of land, as long as that staff is standing up, operating properly. Now, with that being said, you notice that Kush and Inox, you guys are hauling these wands in, these rings in. And you see that Cushy goes up and he sees that there's the house can with armor and another one that leaves the other 2 units. I'm assuming you're already going to want to search those. You notice the other one is a bunch of reserves for food. It's like these little ration bars, good berries, and other kinds of food that are sustainable. And then the last room that you see has a bunch of canisters, and each of these canisters say House Shikasa on them, and they are purified water that you guys could drink for a long period of time. So,
No, I'd be lying to them.
You be like
Fucking water
and food and clothes.
Where are the staffs?
I love this. This is all like, you're in the end of the world, the apocalypse, and it's all like, if it don't have magic or don't kill something, I don't want it.
I was told there were staffs on the ice wall down there.
Oh yeah, well, the staffs of ice wall that you might want to grab, they could be
thinking
in
maybe
maybe a
ain't
different
water.
location. They call them staffs of ice wall, but
Okay.
they were not down there.
Oh, modern day America.
Yeah, I'd be lying it to them. It's fine.
Greg, what is your can you describe the inside of your warehouse right now? And mind you, your warehouse was already secretly hidden in Sharn that we had talked about, because he has this like Dragon Shard drug operation that has been going on. He's the head of it, but with the fall of Sharn, now you're left with this like empty warehouse. Your workers immediately took to their own to defend themselves, and they had left because they had families and they had other reasons to go to. But you have this warehouse, and like I don't think you've ever really described to all of us really what your bastion is like. And like right now you have Inox and Sir Kale in there, and they just put a pile of stuff on the floor. And what part of your warehouse?
I would say it's probably in my laboratory. Where it's all going.
Water beds.
A laboratory?
Yeah, that's how I would store it. That's the biggest room that I have. Is my lab.
All right, so you have a massive laboratory. So, guys, let's try to like gather our theater in mind here. What does this
I
laboratory
don't
look
need
like?
theater in mind to think of what his warehouse.
What is this
I live in it.
lab? What is this lab producing? Tell the players.
I mean, it's just got any chemistry sets, speakers, just normal stuff
Alchemy and
that I
stuff
have.
like
Plenty
that.
of room to like perform rituals and stuff.
Breaking Bad season
By
3
square
is
footage,
underground.
how big is it?
Underneath the laundromat.
All right, I love it. But another thing is, you guys might not know about Kush, is his whole operation was not for major profit. If you realize Kush doesn't come off as the most rich individual in the group, is because he has taken all of those profits and put them back into the
rich
subsides
in
of the
friendship.
charities of Sharn for the children in poverty and the people in poverty, and takes all that money. So you're looking at, in a way, like a Robin Hood drug lord aspect. How has that affected you during this apocalypse? Like, how has your business gone?
Well, I mean, there's not much business happening right now at all.
Yeah.
Business is
So,
booming.
yeah,
And
completely
by that I mean
stopped
my
it.
business went booming. It's
Put boom boom in his pants. That's how big boom it went.
Well, you guys all enter this, and you notice as you're in here, you are in this not abandoned, but quote unquote abandoned warehouse, and you can hear the screams outside, and you can hear the occasional footsteps and screaming and smashing on different items and things. But as long as you've been keeping quiet enough, no creature has been attracted to the warehouse.
I still have detect good and evil, so if there's one within 30 feet.
Oh no, that's going off like hotcakes.
Oh, okay. But I know exactly where they are.
Yeah, there's some on the roof, there's some on the left side, there's some on the right side. They're running over, and like the horde is just kind of flushing over Sharn everywhere. It literally, you guys crack a soda can too loud, and you're gonna have every entrance bombarded. But
Shaun of the Dead, they're like, no.
you guys,
Playing
it's
the
the
game.
same normal noise. You can talk, you can sheathe the sword, you can train, you can, do small rituals. But as far as loud noise go, it's not sustainable. And occasionally, while you're in your house, you can hear different parts of people in Shrine doing their last fight. Explosions, different people surviving, people screaming through the town, help me, help me. And then you can't notice sometimes that, like, it seems like some of the zombies seem to, like, try to be looking into windows occasionally. You guys have tarped your windows and blocked all views, full-blown protection in any kind of zombie apocalypse. But that's going to go back to Marcelo and Madi.
All right.
You guys are at these
What are you
staircases.
doing?
You're going up the staircases. Kenneth officials are looking at you strangely.
Sleep.
Here.
No, I'm smiling.
Yeah.
Looking.
As you're going up the staircases, you realize that you could, both of you, simultaneously get to the tops, and you realize you can take a right to get to the officers' corridor where the captain's quarters is, and you can, or take a left and go to the civilians and all the storages. But at that moment, right before you get on, you see that one of the warforged that are sitting at the gate, and he says, "You must enter. Takeoff is within 15 seconds. All Kenneth officials," and it goes on a loudspeaker that's over the whole dock. "Get to the Arks for survival." And as it happens, you see that the little ropes start detaching all around, and you see all the Kenneth officials start rushing past you guys. You guys are flushed by officials and officers and army members and civilians, and you guys want to make your way to.
We're going to.
I grab some of the officials and let them drag me.
Well, you're just kind of they don't really drag you. They're just kind of like walking back and forth, getting to
But
the
I mean, have you seen 2012 when that guy's like on the thing and he's like looking at all the people run past him onto the arc and he's just like, I'm not gonna stay on the ramp.
I see.
He's like, let's just get that clear right now.
While I'm making my way to one of the arcs, I see one of the pulley systems that takes
He was
me
walking
straight to
fast,
the captain's
faces
quarters.
fast as a
I
camel.
grab my rope and I pull the pulley system and I just lift up.
Straight assassins.
I need you to roll a 10 on acrobat. I need you to roll higher than a 10 with your acrobatics.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you said that because I'm proficient with that, baby.
Don't you have that thing where you can just roll 10 no matter what?
And that's it. It didn't matter. 13 plus acrobatics. I have 18.
You're able to see one of the ropes, and you, as a ship captain, know exactly where that one would go, and you cut the right rope, and it launches you up. As you go up to the captain's quarters, you see that there is
Ahoy.
a Kenneth captain, but all on his dock are Warforged. There seems to be about 6 or 7 Warforged, and they all seem to be dressed in naval attire with little naval caps. They have solid silver faces with blue eyes. And you see the Kenneth official turns around, and she is a shifter captain.
Oh, hello.
She stands about 6.5 feet tall, and she seems to be mixed with some kind of cheetah.
A Warforged cheetah?
No,
No,
the
the
captain
shifter.
is a shifter
Oh,
cheetah.
shifter. Okay, well.
She looks to you, and she hisses,
She's like,
"Seize him!"
no, I stand and salute.
And you see 2 of the Warforged go, and they draw their cutlass blades.
Oh my
That's
god.
your-
I stop right there. I don't even draw my swords. I'm like, I stand at salute. It's like, I mean no harm. Captain, you're at risk.
Say you're one of the chosen one.
I am been chosen by Merrick Buchanan.
What the fuck?
I am chosen. Save 1,000.
Not even what we said at all.
I did not hear what you said.
To be in his prison? What? Oh, you're one of the slaves.
As you say that, she leans down to you,
Just like his monkey daughter.
Tiefling, and she says, "Chosen by Max,
Yes.
I am the captain of this ark."
I like look past her, like over her shoulder, and I just look at the zombies that are taking over the other arc. It's like, you're gonna be a captain about this arc in about 30 minutes or less if you just undock right here, right now.
She's already in the process of undocking. You're gonna have to roll higher than a 15 right now for persuasion to try to get her to understand what you're saying. If you do not, then we'll see.
Shit, I didn't understand it.
Yeah, for real.
It's like the
17.
It's like if you It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's like, say you're a philanthropist.
As the swords are racing, she looks at you and she
Say you're a
says,
philanthropist.
chosen by Max.
That is not what we said it on.
We will be leaving now.
It was like,
Keep him at the end of the bay, and I will take your orders after we are in the air, pirate. And you see the two warforged, they put the cutlass to your throat, and they sit you down. And you're on the captain's
Gladly
bay.
oblige.
And she's looking at you now, and she's like, you're lucky I spared your life. And you see the arc starts taking off. The second arc, Madi. As you notice, all the officials are running around. You are in your lower shifter form. You know, you're getting a sense of smell. You see the captain quarters up top as well. What would you like to do on your arc?
Follow to the captain's quarters.
You're just going to work your way through the crowd?
It's so much easier killing people.
As you work your way through the crowd, you already hear the sides getting untangled, and your arc starts to take off. And as your arc starts to take off, a little bit of haste gets in your step because you realize, well, you want to make sure that the arc is positioned to go to where the other arc is because you don't want to lose track of Madi. But as it looks down, you see the third arc starts to detach, but zombies start to just enthrall and overthrow this third arc, and it starts to just go down the mountainside, and it starts just crashing and exploding. As it starts exploding, you guys from the portal that is in the warehouse, you can hear explosions and thunderous sounds
Close that
coming
shit.
from the portal,
Close that shit.
from the outside of where it was, and you notice that rubble starts coming through where you had created the portal. Rubble starts coming through into your warehouse from the portal. You wish to close, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you seal it off, about 10 or 15 feet of rubble and debris as that whole dwarven forge begins to collapse from the explosion of the first arc. It blows up. You notice that undead blast everywhere. The Kenneth officials and army and civilians that didn't survive also survive or get blasted from the explosion. And you see these two arcs taking off. You are already been in your
Do I see my ship?
Whoa.
no. So you already been in your arc as you're taking off. You haven't radioed into Josh, but you could already assume you told him to take off hours ago.
Can
Not
I
hours ago,
see
minutes
the
ago. You cannot see the ship. You are in the captain's quarters. You have a helm that you can see through, but you have your ship is nowhere in sight.
Communicate to him.
Yeah, I don't put my hand to my...
The two warforged have their swords at your throat right
That's
now.
fine.
And your hands are up.
Yeah, that's fine. Can I rest my head on the wood really quick? And I would like to say, man, it'd be really cool if my ship was below me at this time right
The
now.
warforged looks at you and just says, "What are you doing?"
Absolutely nothing. And what are you talking about?
He's moving. I told you to cut off a
As it goes through, you hear, "Are you okay, Captain? You having a stroke?"
No! My neck just
You see the
really hurts.
warforged. It tunes in. You see its eye kind of like flash purple. We have a setting stone.
Go over the ramp.
As it goes, it grabs you and turns your neck.
No. No, absolutely not.
All right, you're in the captain's quarters, and you notice that the captain is now watching this cheetah female shifter as her warforged. One of them has a sword at your throat, and the other one is holding your cheek, and you're like pressing, saying, no, and he's trying to reach in and grab into your ear the sending stone.
Okay, as they make that, I make a dexterity saving throw to just wiggle my way out of this. And I go overboard. I just fall out.
Well, you're going to have to run out of the captain's quarters onto the deck,
Right.
and then jump off of this massive...
Yeah.
Into the good zombie.
You don't know if your ship is there, Josh.
Just to hear that.
Oh no, the end of your summer.
I trust my captain. I trust my crew.
Trust him, he didn't even say anything. He said,
He heard what I said. Are you okay? You better heard what I said, Josh Shimmy.
He's literally like hundreds of miles away. He's like, fuck, I think the captain just had a stroke.
Oh, yeah, they do anything.
Oh
Boom! 17 again.
Almost dead.
You're able to.
You can take my saving stone. Fuck it. I don't care.
No, you're
I got
able.
another one.
You're able. No, you're able to push out. As you push out, you notice that the Warforged lunges into the banister behind you, and his sword gets stuck. And the other one that had your grip, you're able to kick his leg slightly, and he kind of falls to the side, letting go on your face. You see the captain kind of brace herself as she goes to grab her pistol at her side, but the door is only about 4 feet from your side. You open the door, and as you look outside, you see that there's one large Warforged that was guarding at the door. He's kind of looking at you, and there's a banister. And on that banister, if you jump off, you notice that the clouds are going. You guys are going at least 150 miles per hour. It is extremely fast, and it's about a 5-story drop off the ship alone before you go into the clouds. And you see the large Warforged says, "Continue." As you're sitting there, and the wind's just like blowing.
Matthew, as that Warforged is charging at me, he probably
He's not charging. He's standing there.
He says, "Go for it."
No, he's about. It's a heavy Warforged. He's about 7.5 feet tall. He has a coat-tailed jacket, and he has a small little curled mustache with a pipe. He's standing with his hands behind his back. You open the door, and he literally is standing at the side looking at you, and then there's a staircase down to the main deck, and then there's a banister off the side of the ship. And you already can hear it from the winds. Like, everyone else isn't even on the banister ship because of how high the winds are and how fast they're going. Only the Warforged, and you can see that their feet are weighted to walk on the deck of a high-speed ship. Wind is blowing, and you see the captain behind you as you're looking at the door. "So, Marcelo, shall you go to the deck of the ship?"
Nah, I think I'm okay. And I just go over the banister.
You literally just go like this. Like you're being fucking thrown out of a jet.
Joshua!
And Marcelo gets tossed to the wind.
Okay, I need you to roll. I need you to roll
A nat 20.
your D20. All right, and this is to make sure that the wind flow off of the ship doesn't press you back into the banister of the ship like a spit when you spit outside the car. And it goes,
Does he even know which arc he's on?
No.
No, he does not.
Oh.
It's okay.
As this happens, you see
There's also because they're not going to take their phone away.
the
Is this what
Warforged.
you did in class? They're like, "Give me your phone." No!
No, I can't.
Marcelo.
I'm already committed to this.
Marcelo,
I can't back down from
as
this.
you jump out of the
They're calling
ship,
the pussy.
out of the ship, I need you to roll that D20.
I know. Give me a second. I'm going over my expertise right now. I'm going to make sure I need everything. All right.
You guys, it is going so fast that you are going through the clouds as you're ascending. Everyone is inside in these arcs, and the only like ship hands that are outside are Warforged, and they're walking, and they have like clamped feet that are going to the docks because of how high speed these arcs are until it gets to such a high elevation to where it's almost 0 G.
Okay, but just the massive scale of itself, it doesn't actually have to be physically moving fast. Just the distance it's traveling, it itself would make it seem like a lot.
Plus what?
For this is you're going to need your acrobatics.
Okay. I got that. Ooh. Okay. Well, 18.
You bounce off the side of the ship once. You're going to take a 1d12 damage for bludgeoning, but then you kind of flail and you start flying off limp. So if you get higher than a 6, you're unconscious on this d12. If you get lower than a 6, you're still conscious, but you take that damage.
6 solid.
You're conscious, but you take 6 damage. As you take 6 damage, you are flailing through the fog and the clouds. You can't even tell where the ground is. It is so misty and foggy out.
I'm out of it, right?
The airship is already hundreds of feet away from you, and air is just kind of flowing.
This is just the scene. Aim for the bushes.
Well,
All right, guys.
At this point, I hope Josh me heard me.
It doesn't matter if he heard you or not. Is he there?
We're gonna end the campaign right there.
Next week, Marcelo dies.
Marcelo is plummeting through the air right now. All right, guys.
Oh my god.
That was a great game. I'm Matthew Mitchell,
How
your
fast-
Dungeon Master for the Dungeon Dwellers Adventures. I hope to see you next time, and I hope to get you more episodes this year because we really got to bring it to you. Thanks for tuning in.